And I would say, God is my source. Not my credit cards, not my family members. God is my source. And that's what the thing that kept us going. You got to keep moving when everything is taken away from you. Ask Job. You ain't had a bad day till you had a day like Job. So you've got to invite him into your situation. So in this hour, during this time, you can't just skip to the loo. You got to be on God's side or the enemy side. So whenever you invite Jesus in, be genuine. Love him, because I remember when we didn't have anything. See, sometimes we can take God for granted. And we think we have it all together. Oh, you remember when you couldn't even buy bread. You remember you couldn't even put gas in your car. You remember when the lights was out and you had to just try to go in the house and sleep with candles. You got to remember how God brought you out of that low place, that private moment when you were crying and nobody knew but you. You got to remember when you didn't have the car, when you didn't have the house, when you didn't have the husband, when you were lonely. You got to remember. We have forgotten the things that God has given us. But once you remember, tears begin to flow. Say, God, I remember when I almost didn't have it, God. When they almost took it away from me, God. But I'm able to sit here and I'm able to clothe myself, God. I'm able to have money in the bank. Remember where God has brought you from, and then you give him praise. You say, God, if it had not been for you on my side, where would I be? I could be in a mental hospital. I could be in a mental institution. But I'm sitting here by the grace of God. And how dare I'm not that I won't lift my hands. He's the one that gives us breath to breathe every day. So when you step your feet out of the bed every morning, I don't care what's going on in your house, your hands automatically go up. And say, God, I invite you into every situation in my life. God, I don't understand what I'm going through now. God, with tears, I'm crying, God. This thing is painful, but your presence overrides the pain. That's why I give you praise. Because you deserve all the praise and the honor and the glory. Somebody shout glory. Somebody shout glory.